I'm her father. I'm standing right here. So who signed my name? The secretary doesn't answer. She just turns the clipboard toward me. 2:47 p.m. Lily Carter. Picked up. Signature, mine. I'm Daniel. This is my daughter's school. It's 3:05. I came early like I always do. But according to them, I'm late. That's not possible, I say, grabbing the sheet. Look at it. That's my handwriting. Her voice tightens. Sir, you already showed ID. Your daughter left with you. My stomach drops. Because Lily doesn't go with strangers. She wouldn't smile, wouldn't hug, unless she thought it was me. And then her teacher steps closer, hesitant. She ran right to him, and he said, Mom told me to pick you up today. I freeze. Because there's only one person who would say that, and she wasn't supposed to be anywhere near this school. Before we continue with this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for updates. The words don't land all at once. They stack, piece by piece, until the full weight of it hits me. Mom told me to pick you up today. My grip tightens around the clipboard. That's not allowed, I say, sharper now. She's not on today's pickup. She's not supposed to be here. The secretary glances at the screen, then back at me, uncertain for the first time. Sir, she's on the authorized list. I know she's on the list, I snap. That's not the point. She wasn't supposed to come today. But even as I say it, something colder starts creeping in. Melissa doesn't follow rules when she wants something. I pull out my phone, already dialing her number. It rings once, twice, straight to voicemail. I try again. Voicemail. My chest tightens. This isn't like her, not when it involves Lily. She always answers when it's about her. Can you call her from the office? I ask, quickly. Maybe she'll pick up if it's a different number. The secretary hesitates, then nods, reaching for the phone. The line rings out loud this time, echoing in the quiet office. No answer. Behind me, I can feel it shifting. Other parents slowing down, watching, whispering. A couple of them glance between me and the staff like they're trying to figure out who's lying. And that's when it hits me. To them, it might be me. The teacher steps in again, softer this time. She didn't seem scared, she says. She was happy. She hugged him, like she knew him. I swallow hard. Lily doesn't fake that. She doesn't hesitate with people she trusts. Which means whoever took her didn't just look right, they felt right. I look back at the signature again. The way the C loops, the pressure on the last stroke. It's not just similar, it's practiced. And then I notice something I missed before. Right next to the signature, a small smudge, like someone paused, adjusted, corrected it. I lean in closer, my voice dropping. She rehearsed this. The room goes quiet, because now it's not confusion anymore. It's intent. And somewhere out there, someone walked out of this school with my daughter, using my name like a key. I don't let go of the clipboard. Not yet. I bring it closer, scanning every line like something is going to jump out and fix this, like there's a mistake hiding in plain sight. There has to be more than just a signature, I say. You check IDs, you verify. What else did they show you? The secretary shifts uncomfortably. He presented identification. It matched the name on file, Daniel Carter. That's me, I say, louder than I mean to. So either your system's broken or someone just walked in here pretending to be me, and you let them take my kid. The word hangs there, pretending. Now the staff looks at each other, not at me. Good, because now they're starting to feel it too. The teacher, Miss Alvarez, steps forward again, folding her arms like she's trying to steady herself. He didn't seem nervous, she says. That's why nothing felt wrong. He knew exactly where to go. He greeted Lily by name before she even saw him. My stomach twists. He said her name first? I ask. Yes, and she ran to him. That part hits harder than anything so far. Because Lily doesn't run to strangers. She studies people, waits, looks at me first, unless she thinks it is me. I drag a hand over my face, forcing myself to think. What was he wearing? Miss Alvarez glances at the secretary, then back at me. Blue hoodie, dark jeans, a baseball cap. I freeze. Slowly, I look down at myself. blue hoodie, dark jeans, cap. My voice drops. You're describing me. No, the secretary says quickly. I'm describing the man who picked up your daughter. The distinction is supposed to help. It doesn't. It makes it worse. I pull out my phone again, scrolling through my messages like something's going to explain this, like there's a text I missed, a warning I ignored. Nothing. No messages from Alyssa, no calls, no sign she was even planning to show up today, which means she didn't want me to know. Who else is on the pickup list? I ask, already knowing the answer. The secretary turns the screen slightly so I can see it. 3 names. Mine, Melissa's, and Mrs. Green, my neighbor. I shake my head immediately. Mrs. Green's out of town. She left yesterday. She wouldn't even be in the city. That only leaves one person. And suddenly, every excuse I've made for Melissa over the past few months start collapsing all at once. Missed pickups, last-minute cancellations, the new boyfriend she swore wasn't serious, the way she kept asking about Lily's schedule, what days I picked her up, what time, which entrance. At the time, it felt annoying. Now, it feels like surveillance. Miss Alvarez hesitates again, like she's debating whether to say something. What? I press. She exhales slowly. There's just one more thing. Every muscle in my body tightens. When he signed her out, she says, he didn't rush. He took a second, like he was making sure it looked right. My grip tightens around the paper. Not panic, not pressure, precision. And that's when it clicks in a way I can't ignore anymore. This wasn't someone improvising. This was someone who practiced being me. Then Miss Alvarez adds almost quietly, he smiled at me before they left, like everything was completely normal. I stare at her, because that's exactly how Melissa used to handle things when she was hiding something. Calm, controlled, convincing. And right now, I don't know what's worse, that she took my daughter or that she knew exactly how to make everyone believe she had the right. My phone is still in my hand. I don't hesitate this time. I dial 911. And as it starts ringing, I say it out loud so there's no confusion, no doubt left in the room. My ex-wife just kidnapped my daughter. The line clicks. A voice answers. And before I can even finish explaining, the front office door quietly locks behind me. Sir, stay where you are. I turn at the sound of the principal's voice. Calm, controlled. Too calm. I'm not going anywhere, I say, phone still pressed to my ear. But you need to understand, this isn't a misunderstanding. My daughter was taken. A few parents linger near the entrance now, pretending not to stare. One of them whispers something to another. I catch a word. Police. Good, because I need this to be official. Dispatch is on the line, I say, pacing now. They're sending officers. The principal nods, but her eyes don't fully settle on me. We're reviewing the security footage, she says. Let's just confirm everything. Confirm, like there's still a version of this where I'm wrong. Play it, I say. She leads me into the small office behind the front desk. 2 staff members are already there, pulling up the camera footage. Grainy hallway footage fills the screen. Timestamp, 2:47 p.m. There's Lily, backpack bouncing slightly as she walks out of her classroom. My chest tightens. There she is, I murmur. Then someone steps into frame beside her. Same height as me, same build, blue hoodie, cap pulled low. My pulse starts pounding in my ears. That's him, the secretary says quietly. That's not me, I snap. The figure doesn't hesitate, doesn't look around nervously. They move like they've done this before, like they know exactly where every camera is. Lily looks up and smiles. Then she reaches out and hugs him. I can't breathe for a second. She thinks it's me, I whisper. The figure places a hand lightly on her shoulder, guiding her forward. Casual, familiar. They stop at the front desk. Another camera angle pops up. Closer now. The clipboard comes into view. I watch the pen move. Slow, deliberate, not rushed, not shaky, like someone copying something they've practiced 100 times. Pause it, I say. The frame freezes on the signature. Even on screen, it's mine. Or close enough that it doesn't matter. Zoom in, I say. The staff member does. The D, the curve, the pressure. Too precise. She studied it, I say under my breath. Then the video continues. The figure reaches into their pocket and pulls something out. An ID. They flash it quickly, not long enough to study, but long enough to confirm a name. The secretary swallows. That's what I saw. My mind races. Melissa shouldn't have that. Unless she had access to my things, I say, before she moved out. Documents, old copies. She could have. I stop myself, because this is getting worse by the second. On screen, the door opens. Lily walks out beside him. No hesitation, no fear, just trust. The figure pauses for half a second at the doorway, just enough time to angle their face slightly. Not fully, but enough. That's not me, I say again, quieter this time. No one argues now, because even blurred, you can tell. And whoever it is, they knew exactly how to look like me without ever showing their face. The video ends. The room goes silent. Then from the hallway, a voice calls out, "Police are here." And suddenly, this isn't just a school problem anymore. It's something a lot bigger. Daniel? I turn as one of the officers steps into the room, notepad already in hand. His eyes move from me to the paused footage on the screen. "We're going to need you to walk us through everything," he says. "I already did," I snap, then catch myself. "She was here, my ex-wife. She took my daughter." The second officer watches the screen closely. "You're certain it was her?" I hesitate, just for a second. Not the face, but everything else, the way they moved, the way Lily reacted, and what they said about her mom, that's not random. The officer nods slowly. "Does she know your routine?" I let out a dry laugh. She knows everything. Pickup time, what I wear, how I sign my name. She lived with me for 8 years. That lands. Hard. Because now it doesn't sound like a guess anymore. It sounds like access. They take the clipboard, bag it carefully. Another officer speaks with the staff outside. I can hear pieces of it. Procedure, verification, ID shown. But it's all background noise. Because my head is somewhere else now, running through every moment Melissa asked a question that felt too specific. What days do you pick her up again? Do they still use the front desk sign-out? Do they check ID every time? At the time, it felt like curiosity. Now, it feels like rehearsal. "Mr. Carter," the first officer says, pulling me back. "When was the last time you spoke to her?" 2 days ago, I say. She asked for Lily's updated school schedule, said she wanted to stay involved. "And you gave it to her?" I nod. No point lying. I didn't think. I stop, because that's exactly the problem. I didn't think. I handed her the timing, the window, the exact moment she needed to step in and replace me. My phone buzzes in my hand. All three of us look down at it. Unknown number. Every instinct in my body tells me not to answer. I still do. "Hello?" Silence. Then breathing. Calm. Steady. And then her voice. "You need to stop calling the school." My chest tightens. "Melissa, where is she?" "She's fine," she says quickly. Too quickly. "She's with me." "With you where?" A pause. Long enough to mean something. "You're overreacting," she says. "I just picked up my daughter." My grip tightens around the phone. "You forged my name. You lied to the school. That's not a pickup. That's kidnapping." Another pause. Then her tone shifts, colder now. "No," she says. "What's unfair is you thinking you get to decide everything." The line crackles slightly, like she's moving or getting into a car. "Melissa," I say, trying to keep my voice steady, "this isn't going to end the way you think it is. Just tell me where you are." She doesn't answer that. Instead, she says one last thing. "Stop chasing this, Daniel. She's with me now." And then the line goes dead. The room feels smaller somehow. The officer's already reaching for his radio. Trace that number, he says. But I'm not listening anymore, because now I know for sure. This wasn't a mistake. It wasn't confusion. It wasn't even desperation. It was a decision. And wherever she is right now, she thinks she got away with it. They've got a location. The words cut through everything. I look up as the officer lowers his radio, already moving. Where? I ask, stepping towards him. Phone pinged off a tower just outside the city. Motel strip near the highway. We're sending units, now. I'm coming, I say immediately. He shakes his head. You'll follow behind. We handle this first. I don't argue, but I don't wait either. The drive feels longer than it is. Every red light feels personal. Every second stretches. By the time I pull into the motel parking lot, there are already 2 police cars outside one of the rooms. Door open, lights on. I'm out of the car before the engine dies. Sir, stay back, an officer says, stepping in front of me. I need to see her. My voice isn't loud anymore, just tight. From inside the room, I hear it. Dad? Everything in me breaks loose. She's here, the officer says, softer now. Then he steps aside. Lily runs straight into me. I drop to my knees, pulling her in so tight I feel her breath catch. She smells like her shampoo, like home. It thought it was you, she says into my shoulder, voice small. He said Mom told him. It's okay, I cut in, holding her face, making her look at me. You're safe. I've got you. Behind us, movement. I stand, keeping Lily behind me. Melissa is sitting on the edge of the bed, her wrists already in cuffs. Ryan stands near the wall, hands up, pale and silent. For a second, Melissa looks at me like nothing's wrong, like this is still something she can explain. You didn't have to do all this, she says. I was bringing her back. I stare at her. You forged my name. You planned this. She shakes her head slightly. I just did what you do every day. I picked up my daughter. No, I say, steady now. You impersonated me to take her. An officer steps forward holding a clear evidence bag. Inside, papers, copies of my ID, pages of my signature written over and over. Practice. Melissa's eyes flick to it just for a second. That's all it takes. Everything moves fast after that. Charges are read. Kidnapping, forgery, identity fraud. Ryan doesn't say a word as they take him out. Melissa tries once. Daniel, just listen. But I don't, because there's nothing left to hear. The school calls the next morning. Apologies, policy reviews, new verification rules. It doesn't matter. What matters is sitting across from a judge 2 weeks later, Lily beside me, quiet but steady. Full custody is granted. No shared pickups, no gray areas, no chances. Just final. That night, I'm back at the same counter in the school office. Same clipboard, same line. I sign my name, slow this time, deliberate. Not rushed, not because I'm afraid someone will copy it, but because now it means something different. It's not just proof of who I am, it's protection. I hand the pen back, and Lily slips her hand in mine. And as we walk out together, I don't look back, because this time, no one else is walking out as me.